The kids have brought down, I think, almost every stuffed animal that they have this morning. What are y'all doing?
We're making a herd out of stuffed animals.
A herd?
Today is a day that we have been looking forward to for a long time. At least the kids have. They are really excited and jumping all over the living room, having fun, being crazy, playing nicely. It's just amazing how we have something to look forward to in a day. It gets really good.
Who are the predators that they're protecting against?
Carrot Chloe.
I thought they might say that.
And it makes me think, I wonder if this is how God feels when he sees his children getting along nicely and treating each other with respect and care and love.
I am continuing to try to do a better job at making dinners for our family so I don't get completely out of the loop of cooking for us. So I am doing a pot roast for dinner tonight. Uh-oh. I don't think my crock pot's gonna be big enough. Should I do two? I don't know. Let's see how this goes. I'm excited. Pot roast is one of my favorite meals. Growing up, we had it almost every single Sunday. My mom would cook it, and I don't know, it's a great memory meal for me that I grew up loving. I ended up having to get my second crock pot out because I had too much food for just one, and I hadn't even gotten to my carrots yet. One of the things that I enjoy, besides just listening to the kids playing nicely, and then, like, I don't know, I probably enjoy that just as much as I do the time that I get to get things done and do something that I enjoy, like baking bread and getting a nice dinner ready for everybody.
Mom, we're playing Choo-Choo Train. This is the big train.
I'm gonna get the window.
Okay. Can she, Mom?
Can you, Mom?
Sure.
I'm gonna sit right
I'll sit in front of you.
You go over here. You go over here.
No! Okay, I'm entering.
Mama, this is where the coal gets put.
This is where the big animals go.
Mama, and this is where the coal gets put. Over here in the back.
Fun to be able to do that thing, do those things, like accomplish things, and listen to the kids playing joyfully at the same time.
And then, so back here is where, and these animals don't have a family, even though these two do, because these two just look after.
I'm making more bread as well, and my dough is done with its first rise. So now it's time to put it in our loaf pans for our second rise, and hopefully it'll be done when our roast beef is done for dinner tonight. This was my missing step that I didn't know when I started making bread. My dad's loaves always came out like perfect as a loaf of bread, and I was just putting mine randomly in, like shaping it and putting it in and letting it go. But my dad was teaching the kids, and he had them press it into the pan, and that's how it makes its shape. Because now when it rises, it'll follow the shape of the pan. I am really enjoying today getting to make homemade bread, a nice pot roast, and now I need to make up our soap that I keep around the house. I feel like our family has stayed a lot healthier using my homemade soap. I use Castile soap, some almond oil. I especially love this in the wintertime because my hands would usually get bloody. I have Young Living's Thieves oil to keep us healthy when washing our hands, and then orange oil because I like the scent added in. So there. And this is just distilled water that I added at the end to fill it up. And that's it. I used 2 tablespoons of soap. I like using 2 tablespoons of almond oil, but my family only likes 1 because they don't really like the extra moisturizer. But I make mine that I keep at my sink with extra oil.
Grandpa from the airport. Do you want to come with me?
No, I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna finish this picture.
How long did it take you to finish?
I just colored in after I add a few more details.
Well, when you're done coloring, you want to go?
Sure.
Okay, so I'm gonna leave in about 5 minutes, okay?
Okay, that should be enough time.
Okay. We realized though we haven't told you guys the whole reason why my parents are out here, and that is because Dana and I are going to CVX Live in Utah for a few days. And so the kids are gonna stay here with my parents while we go travel together and have some time together, but also hanging out with some other YouTube friends that we love hanging out with, that are good friends of ours, and I know you love hanging out with them as well. Ready? Nice.
That's me.
That's you? Cool. I like your yellow shoes. Those are cool.
My high heels.
Your high heels? Cool. Well, let's go get Grandma and Grandpa from the airport.
Yay.
Ready to go? Go get Grandma to the airport. Get Grandma and Grandpa. Get your shoes on. And underwear boy, are you coming with us?
Yeah.
All right, get your shoes on. Dad's all the way in the back, huh? All right.
That's her town and the places she lived. That's the kind of telephones they used to have, no computers.
It is always a privilege to be able to hang out with them and see them again. And I think as I'm getting older and I have kids and I know my parents are getting older, I think I cherish the time more and more with them.
Now she checks Samantha's dress for tears and stains. There's a hole in her stocking. And she sees her right there at her knee.
They are reading about God, our Heavenly Father. Who is this family reading about?
The time we get to hang out with my parents and your parents is you know, a few times a year. So when it happens, like, you really want to take advantage of that, and I know our kids certainly do as well.
He's reading about God in the Bible, yeah. Is that a nice family, like your family, huh?
Shouldn't climb a tree in a dress like that, should she?
While Grandpa reads books with younger kids before their bedtime, these girls are going to bed because they are tired. Aren't you? We picked you up, yep. They just started saying night-night. Night-night. You want to go to sleep, Chloe? It's been fun reminiscing with my parents, remembering stories about when I was little. My kids know some stories that I've told them. My kids love hearing stories about, they're like, Daddy, can you tell us a story about when you were a little boy? And so I tell them stories, and sometimes they're stories about things I did I wasn't supposed to and got away with. And they're like, Grandma and Grandpa still don't know about that? And I'm like, no, they don't. And so my parents showed up. They were telling them all sorts of stories of things I did and got away with when I was a kid, which is fine now. It's funny. But then my parents started telling stories about the same thing, about things they did when they were kids and got away with. Mommy's putting you to sleep. Good night, Miss Chloe.
Love you.
Good night. Night-night.
We are getting to find out, hopefully, if the baby cooperates, what we are having.
Boy or a girl happens tomorrow morning.
So that's really exciting. I'm glad the timing worked out well for Tim's parents to be here, to be able to be a part of this in person with us, and just make it all more exciting.
If you have any last minute predictions, this is your last vlog to get them in, because the next vlog, you're gonna find out if we're having a boy or a girl. So subscribe if you haven't already. We'd love to have you become a part of our story, where we're just learning to grow together as a family, and gonna grow by a boy or a girl tomorrow. Well, today, but we'll find out how we're growing tomorrow. So subscribe to get that. What?
It's like, aren't we actually growing like in December when the baby's born?
Yeah, and you're growing right now. So subscribe to find out, and we'll see you guys again tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.